think sometimes you get in on motivation. It's nice, you want to get in, the birds are singing, you know, you've just got a belly full of pasta, oh, life is good. And there's other times where you just have to get in with discipline, because it's grey and Mike's feeding you mouldy bread.
Stop feeling pain.
So Ross, what's going on here?
So I think this has become this is the ceremonial taping of just chafe wounds and everything like that. As you can see, I'm just leaving parts on myself around Iceland. I think this is one of the main concerns. When that gets wet, it's turning into a little bit of a bullet hole. That's not too bad. Tom's nursed that back from the dead. That was pretty bad. And then I've even got one on my finger. I think that's the thing. When you talk about swimming around Iceland, you probably talk about pace and mileage and stuff, but really, it's how much skin do you have to sacrifice to make it round. And
that's why the seagulls follow you.
Yeah.
We had around 100 seagulls waiting for Ross to jump in so he can taste the fleshy bits he leaves behind. Here, let's.
This, by the way.
Yeah. And then I'm going to, this time we're going to loop all around it so there's less friction. Okay, neck. How's your underneath your chin?
These are genuinely the only intimate moments of human interaction that I have, because I just swim, eat, and sleep. Whereas these moments that I can share with Tom.
Yes. Intimate.
The glove is ready.
This is my life.
He doesn't want to show his massive tub of KY jelly.
That's true, actually. Yeah. People say, "What do you need to swim around Iceland?" And I say, mental resilience, physical fortitude,
and keeping the
and a massive book of lube.
And we're off now to the drop-off point, aren't we? That's the engine we can hear in the background.
Yeah. I'll take you upstairs in a minute. Actually, it's these swims are. I mean, Tom, how would you describe them? It's just grey.
Yeah.
You can't see land. It's
gloomy.
Grey.
You don't see the sun, and the overcast, and sometimes it rains. But hey, that's okay. At least it's calm and the waves aren't smashing you and slowing you down. Now we just have to figure out the mystical side of the tides, which are mysterious.
I think that's the thing. Oh, sorry.
And this prep happens every time you go in?
Every time I go in, and when I finish as well. So when I finish my swim, I try and shower, get some of the salt water off, and then in the least weird way possible, Tom tucks me into bed.
Yeah.
Plugs my holes.
Yeah, plugs his holes.
That's the fresh medical one.
Yes. We don't use the KY jelly for the that part.
I'm a serious swimmer. Respect me.
You do go slightly crazy on the boat, I guess, don't we? We were all stuck on this boat for a long time, so the sense of humour's a bit.
It's true though, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're 100% right. I think everybody, we're almost a month in now.
Yeah.
And I think it's been an intense month. I think you bond in a way that is
True adversity brings us together.
Oh, it's a great way of putting it.
Yes. Yes.
What do they call it? The Room Rings is like camaraderie through shared hardship. That's how I feel. Camaraderie forged through Hardship.
That's a very nice
Love it.
way of saying it.
See you on deck.
See you on deck. This thanks mate.
So you're getting a lot of attention by the crew, getting you into the suit. What's going on here?
I'm just milking it, to be honest.
We want to get him off the boat.
So mean. I don't want you to
We're
go.
checking the bandages are okay.
I know. I always say this. I say it's a massive team effort, but it genuinely is. Just try to get me into the wetsuit.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
So this is now. I think we've been doing this since like day 3 when I started chafing. So now we're trying to get me into a wetsuit, which I can only describe. I'm so sorry, Mason. I'm so sorry. It's like you know, like when you stuff sausage meat. You know how you make sausages? Imagine that, but the sausage meat is chafed and salty with a slight scent of disappointment and urine.
Yes. But your urine smells sweet. It's all hydrolyte. It's yeah. We're all getting familiar with that smell.
Yeah, you can tell. This
Yeah.
is a really weird fact. Tom can now tell when I've been to the toilet compared to anyone else, because mine smells of strawberries.
Yes.
Strawberries.
Oh. Yeah, strawberries and roses. That's what we tell them.
Roses, yeah.
Ross has been in here.
Yes. Num num.
That's because I drink so many electrolytes, not for any other reason.
What would you like? Watch. Someone's got the watch.
Earplug games with tridents on them. Look at that. This looks really odd, but the reality is when swimming around Iceland, it will be a wound that gets infected or an ear infection or something like that will actually stop it. It'll be a ligament, a tendon, something given up in the shoulder. So all of this stuff, when you see me stretching, putting in earplugs, Tom plugging my holes.
Prohibitive maintenance.
Prohibitive maintenance is a great way of putting it, yeah. Because it's all that sort of stuff. I keep saying it's far less a swim and more survival.
Keeping you together.
Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall. The crew put him back together and shoved him back in the water, after all.
And you're going to tell me, Tom, what are you doing now?
Our tradition is to feed Mr. Ross some coconut oil, because the salt water eventually erodes his tongue, and this giant gives a little bit of lube for the first little bit to protect his mouth.
They need to make a flavoured one though, don't they?
Yeah.
With raw dog in it.
Get in straight away.
And then hit that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kill the engine. Maisie, what's going on with these gulls, do you know?
Well, generally, from my experience, birds land when there's no wind because they can't hover. Having been at sea for quite a long time, I think now there's just a sudden wave of excitement where Ross has got in the water and they might be thinking that dinner's hanging about. Not that Ross is dinner, there's just a lot of movement in the water, so it might attract more fish basically. So I think that's why he's drawing them in, but it's very busy.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Oh, you smashed that one.
Yeah, well done.
Absolutely smashed that one.
That wasn't bad. Thanks, mate. That felt better.
Yes.
Much help from the tide, or was that a...
Tiny bit of help from the tide, but I think the fact that it was glass, clear conditions, no winds, no surface currents,
Yeah,
you know, it just meant you could just motor.
yeah.
Nice steady pace.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a bit, I thought I was safer that side, but you were definitely helping a bit.
Yeah.
Sighting.
Yes.
Yeah. So subtle, but you can tell.
Yeah. And it makes a difference.
They're looking after you. What's with the mouldy bread?
Oh, I paused halfway through and said, I need something solid, I'm feeling a bit sick. Which Mike then decided, I know what will help. Mouldy bread. And I took like loads of bites and then went, that tastes a bit funny, looked, and it was green. Why are you testing me? Bleak, isn't it? Also, I'm going to apologise now if I can barely speak. My mouth is absolutely frozen. But we were just talking about this, weren't we? Mike Brunt, it just feels weird because it's just, there's nothing, right?
Yeah.
Is it the same for you guys sailing?
Yeah.
It's like mentally, it's a bit weird, right?
There's nothing and we're fogged in, so there's no visibility at all. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's closed right in.
And this is, it's 2-3 o'clock in the morning right now.
Yeah, it's nearly 3. Yeah.
So it's just, it's weird, so you can't see anything. And it's bleak, and it's just kind of like, just grey. Like, at least in the daytime when it's sunny, or the midnight sun the other night, that was gorgeous.
That was sunny, eh?
Yeah, whereas this, it's, I said it before, I think sometimes you get in on motivation. It's nice, you want to get in, the birds are singing, you know, you've just got a belly full of pasta, oh, life is good. And there's other times where you just have to get in with discipline, because it's grey and Mike's feeding you mouldy bread.
Have we reached the Arctic grind, do you think, we're on now? We're just doing that top Arctic chill. You talked about it, how you felt it getting colder. Is it really getting colder?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think, like, before we were getting a lot of the melting glacial water, whereas now it's just cold. And I think we had some northerly winds, so all those waves are coming from the Arctic as well. So it is noticeably colder. But like I said before, using the buffalo metaphor, you just need to become the sea buffalo.
Let's get you in.
Look at my hand compared to yours.
I know. Have you done the old grab test? That's long. It's still there.
Oh God.
Yeah. But that's as much dehydration, isn't it?
I'm pretty. No, I'm good. How are you?
Are you cold?
Yeah.
I'm not cold. I'm not warm either.
Do you want to
But it's
sign
this.
out or just go?
Yeah.
Anything else to say now?
But I think that's cold capillary action, isn't it? Mine's doing the similar.
I learned that on my first aid course.
Hey, you can draw a smiley face. Watch this. Ready? Kinda. There's the eyes.
Got it. Brilliant.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Well done, Ross. Right, well done, Matt.